would take a pound of hamburger or turkey and microwave it for about 4 minutes. And then the advantage of having this particular cooker, it has sieves in it, so you just drain the grease and liquid off, and then you can just chop it right up. Right in the cooker. So this is kind of making our own convenience. Anytime you have a recipe that calls for beef or pork, you can use turkey, you know. Yes, Dot.
Debbie, I see you using this on your program on TV. Where do you get this chopper?
This chopper right here. Pampered Chef. This one comes from Pampered Chef. Now, Pampered Chef. You can buy a chopper from the online TV, like I don't even know what that's called, but it's not near as good. This one is a full rotation, and it's much sturdier, and it's dishwasher safe. Give another, I can get you one. Short answer. I washed and drained the beans before you guys got it. So just get in the habit of reading the ingredients list. Because a lot of times there's sugar added. Almost all canned goods have salt added. And when you wash them off, you're going to remove 40% of the sodium. Any canned product that you can wash. Now, you can't wash cream stalk corn, but you can wash whole kernel corn. And anything that comes in a can that you can wash, you will remove 40% of the sodium. Okay? And so pick out a bean that has no added sugar or what have you. Some of them have different chemicals in them. I usually just look at them right at the grocery store, and then after a while I get to know which ones I like. All right?
I got bags. I like the bags that the beans are kept in.
And that's a different level of process. Like, fresh vegetables are the best. And then, well, let's say this. Organic fresh vegetables are the best. And then pesticide-ridden vegetables are second best. And then frozen. And then canned. So you pick your choices as you go along. And so canned has less nutritional value than frozen. That was oils on earth. Olive oil, grapeseed oil, flaxseed oil, omega-3 oils. And as we said earlier, when you use compound interest to your advantage, in other words, just make a little teeny string of good choices on a regular basis, it's going to pay off in your health. It's not about wholesale changes. And grapeseed oil is an awesome oil for people, especially if you have high cholesterol. I have several people I know that have been taking grapeseed oil, a tablespoon a night straight, and dropped their cholesterol by 60 points. And so there's a lot of ways to do things and make choices in your life to give you better health. And it doesn't all have to be just vegetables. You know, there can be good for you convenience foods. Convenience foods are not all created equal. Okay. Tablespoon.
Can you get that grapeseed oil, like in a rice?
Put this over it. Actually, you know, this to tell you about the schools. You all know that I like to teach in the schools and get the kids on the right track with eating, especially teaching them what's really in that box of macaroni and cheese. The kids have a really good time, and they learn, and they come out of there willing to try something new. Long term is to have an online, to be basically a school whole food consultant, have an online food co-op for schools. And so the website, www.debsfavoritewholefoods.com, is just the beginning. And it's really not even geared to schools right now, but I told you before, we work with these two companies that carry clean foods. So you go to the grocery store, and we're going to talk about all these little packets. You got to read every single one to figure out which one you want to buy. Whereas I'm looking for companies to coordinate into my co-op so that I can send the schools to one place and have a whole series of products that are available that are clean.